Hey yo, y'all. Welcome to WatchaMania. It's your AEW Dynamite. Winter is coming. Kansas City, Missouri. Watchalong live reactions for December 11th, 2024. I'm your host, as always, Ad the Devil. How we doing, y'all? Is everybody's weeks treating them well? How is the holiday season going thus far? Yo, what's up, Pierre? How goes? Looks like a solid card tonight, right, Darth? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey there, George. Got you in a sec. Yeah, you can take care. Yes. This show is a good one. Another situation where we just got 5 matches, focusing hard on those. Probably going to have a segment or 2, but overall, it is going to be, I don't want to say less is more, because there's going to be plenty of quality action, but I do think that this is a more reserved effort in delivering that quality. Ready for a banger show? You already know X-Kong. Hey there. What's up? What's up? I also saw Hex floating around there earlier. I saw you there. Yes, I saw Pierre mentioned the music. Yes, this FTR theme is actually a 80s rendition, I know, weird, of the 80s song, done by Special NXX. I use their music frequently here on the channel. Want to throw that y'all's way because they're really good. Of course, you can support us here. Just dropping a thumbs up. Maybe hitting that bell to always on. Subscribing if you're new in general. Because these be the vibes. At least 4 times a week. Things are also going to get crazy in this next month. Between Wrestle Dynasty, Wrestle Kingdom, that combo of shows. We have the Rumble on the other side of the month there. Oh, yeah, no, this doesn't. It's Dynamite, yeah. This is Dynamite, yeah, yeah. It just don't work. But yes, y'all, please do leave a thumbs up on the stream. If you could be so kind, goes a long way in supporting the channel, especially early doors on the stream here. It helps get it boosted, recommended to anybody who might be looking for these kind of vibes, especially early on in the stream is what helps us. Of course, if you're watching this on playback, a comment will also go a long way. On top of just showing your voices, let us know you're there. So we know we got quite a few of you around these parts nowadays, but we want to give you a chance to, interact with the community a little bit more. I have a feeling Ricochet might join the Elite, not the Hurt Syndicate. What gives you that impression, XCOM? I'm curious. So what might have led to that? AOI, welcome in, dude. How goes, y'all? I am doing excited for the show. We got Claudio versus Ospreay tonight. Twitter is coming. We're in for a surprise, my bet. Yeah, I forgot who said earlier. Pierre, is Tony Storm returning after Mina versus Mariah? I think it might be the case, especially because Hex keeps reminding me that the Winter is Coming has typically had some sort of historical thing for AEW occur there. Now, Ricochet, absolutely, yeah. That's where my mind is at, Cam. I think there's still time to swerve us, but that does seem like the trajectory for him at the moment. What is the relevance of fighting for the diamond ring, honestly? I mean, even WWE, well, that I wouldn't really compare the rings in that regard. The Dynamite Diamond Ring at the time was an early doors singles accolade for for AEW in general before they started getting more championships, and I guess it's more so now about the prestige that has been built around it, the history of it. It's constantly been used by MJF. And I think once that falls into somebody else's hands, we may see similar actions with a unique twist on them. Life hit me hard today. Oh my goodness, my friend. Oh, hope we can give you the pick me up you need, man, because car troubles are rough. But yes, hopefully we're gonna be able to scream our heads off and relieve the stress. Moving behind. I hear you. It's my bet. Lone Star, welcome in. welcome in. Glad to see you. I am doing fairly well, gotta say. My day hasn't been too harsh on me. Yes, much love to you, Wyatt. It's my bet. I mean, MJF Dynamite means nothing. I mean, it depends on what perspective you're looking at it, right? Because, like, it's not a championship, you know? It's not like it's something that's defended. It's on the line once a year. I'd rather have it effing night. Absolutely. Is it Nord time? I mean, yes. Of course it is. Should probably pause the music, though. That'll help it open faster. Cam's just like, let's get to the wrestles. Like, give me... No, we're gonna have a banger of a night. YouTube WatchMania is live. Well, no fucking shit. Alrighty, wait for that Nord to pop up now. Is it coming? There it is. I was almost like I was about to double click in. That would have complicated things. But yes, y'all, is the time. Y'all know you may experience some brief buffering. Ooh. All right. I hope we're okay. What? No, it's not. Oh, that's rough, y'all. Okay. Big botch. This is collision. Yes, I see that. No worries, Cam, but yes, no worries. They leave that to me and the mods to worry about. Nor the biggest heel for the streams. No, like, I had this page pulled up, too. I know I did, because it was all the blue and stuff. I'm sorry, we're going to have this happen one more time, y'all. Brief buffer. Listen. Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, some brief buffering shall ensue, y'all. I do apologize about that. Oof. It's time to connect this time around. That's what I get. Work night out of the car just in time. Yes, nice.
Scared the hell out of me. I can understand why. And he said, after Saturday, Shivani, I have given Orange Cassidy a stay of...
Alrighty, sorry about that, y'all. I was like, why is the setup red? What just happened?
Those are his words, not mine. If I was Orange Cassidy, I would be very concerned because John Moxley is a man who backs up his words. Yeah, thankfully, this past Saturday at Collision, it was FTR that just happened to...
Okay, so I am honestly shocked here because I was thinking this was going to be main event or middle of the show. Did I just have my boss in my house to use this for? Yes. Do I hear some grass? Also, yes. Nice. Well, nice for you, man. But yes, I'm glad you're able to pop in, Jordan. I know between work and it being late, it's been harder for you lately, so I'm glad to see you swing by. Nor's the biggest heel for the streams. Oh, you're not wrong, but I do feel like there was more on me. I don't know how that happened. I must have like clicked back or something, because I did go literally one click from Collision to Winter is Coming. Oh well. Neither here nor there. Luckily, it's been entrances to open up the show. I was concerned we were going to get a cold open. Nope. No pun intended. Oh, the tag match. Yeah, no, this tag match is going to be the perfect thing to get the show starting. I don't know why I didn't consider the possibility of it opening the show. I guess I was really convinced they were going to open with Claudio Ospreay. It's going pretty good, George. No worries, it's all worked out. And the next 2WC is set. And NWA. Not NWA, NBA. NWA, wow, you can tell how madly I wanted it to be a wrestling game, huh?
It took a while, didn't it? of people to be able to align themselves with the goal of AEW, but certainly.
But I mean, Nigel, it could be they're aligning themselves. It could be that all these people have competing interests.
Let's go.
Could be Jay White. We've seen he wants Moxley. He wants the AEW World Championship. Hangman Page wants the.
All right.
As Jay White and Moxley spin.
Appreciate them just bringing the fight to them. Gosh. Orange and Jay just bringing the fight to them. I should specify somebody along the line. Saw Orange smiling about it. I'm honestly so surprised to see Orange working still. Like, after the whole segment at Full Gear, yeah, I guess they were going to do some worse damage. I really thought he was going to be taking some time off. Has the match actually started? I don't think I caught the bell. Yeah, we got Bryce and I think one other referee. No.
We were watching Jay White and John Moxley battle in front of our announce desk. Orange Cassidy and Pac have paired off. A long history between these two men, going back 4+ years, all the way to the very first Evolution in Chicago.
I was just thinking that when I was looking at the match card earlier. I was like, wow, these two have had so much history, and it doesn't feel like it's been overdone. The way Orange fell and still caught himself. And again, where the fuck is Claudio? Because he's C2, so I guess the excuse is he's just out there getting prepped or something. I don't know what kind of prep he does. Like, if he like sits and meditates in a fully metal chamber or something like that. But yeah, it does kind of feel like he is just completely away and has no idea that this is all going on. And here the match starts. Oh, all right. Good old brawl to open up. Bro, it was a backbreaker. Did you really not trust Pac? He's doing axe squats. You know, it's funny since the day. No, that's something I've always appreciated about him here. Pac is just 100% Pac all the time. Yeah, for him to be preparing for a C2 match instead of being here. I mean, I get it, but the thing is, when the brawl broke out, why didn't he run out? Mina versus... Confirmed to be the main event. Yes, I wanted this so bad. Pac's the most comfortable loser. I mean, to be fair, when you look like Pac, can you really fault him? Dude is chiseled out of granite. Oh! That was so close. For a second, I thought he actually hit it. A cut-off pump kick, nice. Even struggling one thing. It's the real me. Yes. No, dude. I'm so yeah. It's not pandering. It's nothing like that on my part. I've for a very long time wanted women's wrestling to be seen on equal playing field to men's wrestling, especially in companies that feature both. And also, on a more isolated note, I want this for Mariah's reign. This is now going to be the third television main event she's defended her title in. I do think that she could stand to have some pay-per-view defenses on there as well. But there's some weight to this title reign now. You stand some yes. The Chiseler. Real grass. Yes, the Chiseler. For a second, I realized what that was. I didn't realize what that was a play on.
Do you think Orange Cassidy's afraid?
I don't think Orange Cassidy's afraid at all. I think. Oh, wait a second. There we see.
Truth. Oh.
Cage, the man with that contract that he can execute for a shot at the AEW World.
Bro, get a new case.
Moxley as the AEW World Champion.
Truth. Has Pac ever not delivered?
For him. Dare I say that's exactly the way he likes it. Certainly had to know it was coming.
But in the case of Christian Cage, Tony, he has that contract in that briefcase. When he executes that contract, anytime, anywhere, it's his shot at the AEW World Championship. And that means even after a match.
Oh!
Cage has to do is sign
All right, getting real aggressive in there.
legal.
Thrust kick by Orange Cassidy, stunning the champion. And Cassidy, you can see Cassidy holding on to that throat.
Looks at Mighty Mouse Pac. Well, sort of. Pac delivers all the time, yeah. The Mighty Mouse thing never did happen, thankfully.
He went back to make his tag as well then. Big time back body drop between or from Switchblade Jay White. Master Pack elevated here above the arena in Kansas City.
So Mox had a head.
Technically speaking.
Lean and sinewy. Bam. Switchblade.
Oh yeah, the fish hooks thing is just nasty. Give it 10 years and people will appreciate that we were getting these talents. Yes, like, and not for nothing. Like we've been seeing that. We're literally watching through Retro Dynamite right now, and we just had Pac versus John Moxley as the main event of the show. Like, what? We had a tag match of Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page up against Pac and John Moxley the week prior. Speaking of, I need to fix that. That's supposed to be October 30th, not 23rd.
Jay White looking at John Moxley, screaming at him, I had your number, I have your number, turns, and then gets kicked in the face.
Yeah, momentary distraction by the champion.
Sending him out, but then Mox tagging it. I was like, where's Mox going? I thought the whole point was, okay, this checks out. Or
Jay White right here in front of our announce desk once again. Now, but thankfully for us is right. Unfortunately for Jay White, now been deposited on the barricade as John Moxley creates some distance and fires that boot up into the jaw. Switchblade.
This is fighting fire with fire is what this is doing. Jay White took it upon himself to send John Moxley into our announce table. John Moxley going on the outside, and he's not done. Look at this.
Moxley.
now I think about it, there's been a lot of epic matches in Dynamite history.
Jay White, now look at this.
John Moxley
Yeah, how do people not appreciate this more? Like
White, any momentum he was hoping to build on the floor.
this has been a constant for AEW, is to be like, here are these big names, here are all of these matches you would anticipate a build to, and it just happens.
On the far corner.
Those matches are the build.
Yeah, he's still favoring that throw, like you said, Excalibur. Just
This is
the left hand.
his first in-ring action since Full Gear, since the attack by John Moxley, by Wheeler Yuta, a man that Orange Cassidy once considered a close
Pro wrestling really has evolved so much.
now he seems to be completely indoctrinated into John Moxley and whatever John Moxley's brand of professional wrestling may be.
Well, Wheeler Yuta has found a cause. To John Moxley's point, he's loyal
I
to
do-
the cause, not
I do agree, for the most part, because Shivani is epic. He really is. I do think nowadays he's got a little too much going on across AEW
a number of weeks ago with
for the comment, and I think it does kind of get in the way of the commentary because he's already had like a 12-hour workday by the time he's sitting down to do this booth.
in Wheeler Yuta's mind.
Sitting down in the booth, I should say.
John Moxley is to throw Wheeler Yuta into the fray to
So-
sacrifice Wheeler Yuta.
And Wheeler with that robotic.
I think he has done amazing things over like the past 4 decades, but I think just keeping him like on one show will probably benefit him, commentary-wise.
Stomp off the middle rope.
So that's because we have like 6 commentators we can rotate through.
Effective as Moxley coming down with 230 plus pounds on the neck of Jay White as Christian Cage and his patriarchy watching on.
Yeah, I guess they're proud about what they did to Hook.
Touch more on that.
Jay, stand up before you throw the chop, man. Oh, found their spot.
AEW Dynamite back live from Kansas City, Missouri. We got a view from the skybox high above the T-Mobile Center.
Mox brand is violence.
Is
Death Jitsu, baby.
contest. John Moxley and Pac, the Death Riders, just battering this unlikely
Oh, yeah.
Switchblade Jay White and Orange Cassidy, who had some
I'm
early
so with you
success,
there.
Nigel, but since then,
I think like Tony, Ian, and Nigel would be perfect for Collision.
In this match,
and then here on Dynamite do like Excalibur Taz and Nigel, or Excalibur Taz and I feel like you should have a third person. Shivani is kind of the go-to there, I will say. We got Daddy Magic. You got Paul White. You can still have. Yeah, that's for sure, X-Gong. With Taz taking time off for the surgery and recovery, which is very justified, mind you. It does put them in a bit of a pickle with having a set commentary situation. Jay is willing to try and fight through them to get to his corner. Oh, for certain, Stuart. I think it's only a matter of time before we come to that match. I think that's a World's End match, or rather, I hope it's a World's End match. I hear you, Jordan. That's actually a very fair point. But yes, to Pierre's point, I do think it is absolutely. I do think that he doesn't get enough credit. You know, in the same. On the other hand, I should specify. That's great ring awareness by Jay. Moving backwards to the rope instead of forwards was the better call there. And you have to know exactly how far away from the ropes you are to pull that off.
You've had 5 attempts and you're still not half the father he is.
Yeah, maybe you just got to get speared in the middle of Wembley Stadium by a man you won't stop puffing up. Very good.
Excalibur was really trying to find a television-appropriate way to say what he was trying to say. I think Tony does a lot better bouncing off Taz. That is kind of fun. It's funny you bring that up, because, yeah, Taz and Tony are always kind of, like, poking at one another, you know? Jay needs an opening to get out of here. Especially now he's in there with a fresh Mox.
We have not seen it. We presume that briefcase that Marina Shafir is carrying around contains that belt, but we don't know.
Oh, so true, X-Gong.
He says that AEW doesn't deserve to have AEW World Championship belt.
Like, he's a technical wrestler. The thing is, a lot of people have brought this to my attention. He's a counter wrestler. And it took me a while to kind of figure out what that means. But I think part of counter wrestling is taking some of this punishment, letting them, you know, burn the gas tank, so to say. So they can make us believe that Jay can beat you. Mox, I was like, Jordan meant something else, surely. What was the spin?
We may find out right now. Oh, he comes in swinging away.
Moxley and Cassidy. Elbow strikes the flurry, the exchange.
Your boys had whiskey. Very fair.
Short elbow to the face. Orange Cassidy ducks underneath, looking for a beach. Break. Oh.
That's exactly it. Yes, I like that mentality because I think because people don't focus on the concept of counter wrestling enough, not just in the people whose style it is, but in general, you know, in the layout of a wrestling match, I feel like a lot of times they won't see when something is kind of meant to not hurt as much as it looked or hurt more than it looked. Imagine that. Doesn't win the title, but then pins him in a tag match.
Don't get too frustrated now. A little frustration on the face here. Calling out to the fans, looking out.
Not an emotion you often see on the face of Orange Cassidy. You don't often see any emotion on his face, let's be honest.
Oh, you probably should not have just been chilling there, dude. You give that tilt-a-whirl DDT, yes. I was wondering where that was.
Cassidy. Swing and a miss that time by Pac.
Went for him.
Looking to go for that DDT again. Pac
Aye.
his core strength. Able to block it.
Stun Dog Millionaire. Let's fucking go. Sleeper Slam. Nice.
Suplex from Jay White. Oh, with a high
Oh, that's what they're calling it? All right.
And that absolutely shut it down. Hit the beach break.
beach break. The cover. Cassidy's gonna take it.
I only noticed looking at the last second, but still, that kind of
It's amazing
bought
what
that.
these athletes can do and
So I was also reading chat right when the count started.
John Moxley, always known for his resilience.
I see where you're coming from. Yeah, it's such an out of nowhere lethal strike.
About Orange Cassidy. Oh, wait a second. Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, look at this.
Former protege. Marina Shafir was grabbing the boot of Cassidy.
Shrug her off.
Orange punch for Yuta. Moxley. A wild swing orange punch from Moxley. He drops to his knees. Cassidy.
Bro, get him.
Grabs one more.
Everyone's on their feet.
Hangman, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking... Why'd you wait until this moment?
Moxley was
Ah.
interjecting himself in this.
Taking those spikes that last night.
His eye on the AEW World Championship.
Dude.
Oh, look at Orange Cassidy's had enough.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Exchanging shots.
This is not what AEW needs.
Absolutely, but it's everything that the
Yeah, it's not like... Yeah, Ricky, to a certain extent, they really do make it work. Oh, well, look at that. Clocked your partner. Oh! So, oh, you want to get me then, do you? All right. All right, Jay.
See him, but I have to imagine wherever John Moxley is at ringside, he is cackling with delight, watching Team AEW tear one another apart.
Yeah, I'm wondering where that's going, Jordan. I was all on a tangent when it happened.
Hangman just called
But
Orange Cassidy
I'm curious to see
and Jay White.
what their intent is, especially because Christian just stayed there.
We know the problems that Jay White have had with the Hangman, and they're jawing with each other in the ring right now.
Yeah, recriminations being thrown all around.
Oh. Damn. This turned around the worst way for them. Yeah, Pierre, we're definitely going to a four-way match for this.
Agree with you, Tony. Hangman Adam Page has handed the Death Riders.
I had a feeling after last week's segment, but the second Hangman blitzed into the ring, it kind of solidified it for me.
Even without Claudio Castagnoli, Castagnoli focusing on his Continental Classic match. This is Pac, this is Wheeler Yuta, this is Marina Shafir, and the General, John Moxley.
Well, last week we saw the
Damn.
together. Orange Cassidy, Jay
Caught
White,
that boot to the face.
looked like they had some steam, but now it's turned completely towards the
Honestly,
As John Moxley, Marina Shafir, Wheeler Yuta, and Pac content with the damage they have done here tonight on
Honestly,
As I just mentioned,
that'd be hilarious.
Castagnoli up the
And then this is next.
facing Will Ospreay for the first time ever. One-on-one Continental Classic action next on Dynamite.
Wild shit, this is me. So we want Claudio. He's got to come out the crop top turtleneck and the combat boots with the cargo pants. Let's go on. Yeah, no, I'm real curious because the guy to be in the Gold League has been Claudio, but Will Ospreay is Will Ospreay. So how does this play out? I think in some people's eyes, yeah, Pierre. For certain. I'm curious as well because that Claudio Ricochet match was a little off pace a couple weeks ago. So I'm wondering how Ospreay and Claudio are going to mesh because this is another first time ever match. Well, I shouldn't say. Well, first time ever in AEW for the last one. They did have matches previously, like a decade or so ago. Like, Will Last beat Claudio in 14 minutes. Oh, wait, they did have a match? I thought they just said it was the first time ever match. Did I just, like, imagine that? That's a fair point, Rick. I can't remember the last time someone was like, that was an off Ospreay match. Brenton is a heavy lifter. As a heavy hitter? Oh, yeah. And honestly, he has been. I'm really glad that's been the case. I especially appreciated that they kind of set that up before the C2 happened. You faced 1v1 in April. Oh. Oh, was that in lead up to the Danielson match at Dynasty? Dynasty. And yes, by the way, y'all, if you haven't done so, please do drop a thumbs up on the stream. If you could be so kind. Please and thank you. Hoping we can get to 20 sooner rather than later. It's kind of a little marker. What is that name? I'm back. I'm guessing DQ win for J. J-Ing? Oh, okay. I see what you're... Bandito.
Let's get this son of a bitch! Listen here, Bandito. You're wanted in this here town. You're under arrest. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. What's it gonna be?
It's the intense ass. Yes.
All right, fine. The hard way it is. Get him, boys!
Oh, shit. Okay. Now where's the bounty hunter? Ooh, Lone Star, that's a shout. That's a built-in program right there. Dude looked genuinely deceased. Oh my god. Just the one eye just...
I'm a marked man. Heavy is the head. Where's the crown? I wouldn't have it any other way than being a marked man. It's the only way to live. It's the only way to feel alive. The only way to live is with a knife to your throat with the dynamite stick, burning down to the end of the wick. That is the only way to live. I wouldn't have it any other way. These guys, this is the problem. They're all about their ego. I want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. No, I want the next title shot. That's the problem. You guys' egos run your lives. Egos run all elite wrestling. Nothing is about me. None of this is about me. It's about my people. We do not fight flesh and blood. Let me give all three of you an early Christmas gift. World's End, Orlando, Florida, AEW World Championship, fatal 4-way.
Did those licenses were they released or something? Like, can they say these things again? Yeah. Not to get caught up on the wrong thing. Not to bury the lead, but
against Orange Cassidy, Switchblade Jay White, and Hangman Adam Page. I mean, John Moxley putting himself in a disadvantageous position, Nigel.
That is some confidence.
I mean, you say that like everybody can't just run in and turn it into like a 3-on-1-on-1 match. Fatal 4-way. Thank you, Jordan. Okay, because like I feel like a dummy sometimes harping up on the terminology, but those are WWE licenses. Triple Threat, Fatal 4-way, Six-Pack Challenge. Those are all WWE-isms.
So it's a 4-way match for the world title at World's End, huh? Will I have a problem with every...
Like, did those licenses expire or something? No, I will not.
I have a problem with every person in this match. Jay White cost me the world championship at Full Gear.
He's been here for like 5 years. I don't know about that.
He didn't live up to his end of the bargain. I said shut up.
It's a great built-in save as a heel.
That gets on my nerves. But my biggest problem is with you, John Moxley, because you have what I want. And if you happen to make it out of that match as the champion, just know that I very well could be waiting on the other side. And if I am, this time, I'm not going to miss. I will send you back into a tailspin. I will send you back to rock bottom. You'll hear that little voice in your head saying, "It's okay, John, do it. It's okay, John, you earned it. Have that drink. I will send you back to rehab."
Bro,
Well, I'm forced to
you
rehab
not.
the World Heavyweight Championship. But until then, don't ever forget, I am the face of TBS now and forever. And I am the reigning, defending, undisputed next AEW World Champion.
Well, Christian Cage, with that title shot, that contract, all he needs to do is execute it. Imagine that those four
In
men.
Kansas City, before I leave, I just want to say, go.
Yo, man's got a cast, and it's worked out in his favor. The way we just saw somebody do the door glass window break on the Retro Dynamite, I can't make this shit up. Oh, he's gonna hold on to this one for a minute, I think. I need to break a good window. Right? Especially when, like, this property ain't yours. That was hilarious. That took me back to that one action figure commercial from, like, 91 with Sting throwing the kid around. And then Hook clears it. Your glasses, Trevor.
What a great Dynamite moment.
Not crabby.
Hook drawing some blood finally against Christian Cage, but fans still to come tonight. Dynamite. Winter is coming. Our main event for the AEW Women's World Championship. The Glamour. Mariah versus her former friend
That's
Mina
awesome.
Shirakawa. The winner of this match will face MJF at World's End in Orlando. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, one-on-one. Plus Gold League action in the Continental Classic.
When are they gonna make a cash in?
Brody King, both men looking to elevate their score to 6 points.
I don't know, because it's already almost entirely Money in the Bank, you know? What I appreciate is that they've really done a lot to differentiate it from Money in the Bank, even though if mechanically that's the purpose it serves. Like, he's not cashing in. He's signing on for a championship match. It's not, it's a contract, not a briefcase, things like that. I agree. I do think that's just how he referred to it. If I'm not mistaken, Ospreay is the last person to have his second match in the C2, with everybody else having already had their second, and in some instances, third already.
But Will Ospreay, despite the smile on his face, must still be smarting from his loss to Carl Fletcher at Full Gear, who over in the Blue League is leading the pack at 3 points.
9 points, 3 wins.
Sorry, 9 points, 3 victories. There we go. Quid pro quo, certainly.
Anybody noticing that his haircut's looking a bit Fletcher?
Claudio Castagnoli standing top of the table in the Gold League with 6 points. Will Ospreay, though, the most matches left to wrestle, which could be a double.
Y'all seeing this, right? Like, I'm not just making this up in my mind.
He's going to have to keep up a torturous pace throughout the rest of the Continental Classic.
His opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland, weight 232 pounds. He is 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions.
C2. Wow, that's got to be intentional. There's no way. I'm glad y'all see it too, because literally it's just like the exact way it's parted.
16 different championships over 13 different promotions. And a big win in the CMLL.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at, Pierre, is that it doesn't seem like this contract has an expiration date. So it wouldn't be impossible that we have a second one floating around. I do kind of wish they would do another Casino Gauntlet. It's been a minute since we've done that. And I think a perfect chance to do it for the women is like whenever they decide to do the next one. We'll be coming with Hayes trying to be the second Fletcher. What's he doing there? Styling his hair in the mirror. I'm everything like you. I'm everything like you.
The victory here today.
Ospreay out of the gates quick and very nearly stealing his next 3 points.
The way he just Spanish fly out the gate. All right, then. Sasuke special to start us off. All right. Already settled things like kind of.
He's upset about what happened at Full Gear. He's not showing it.
Seems like that 10 days rest.
Get back in this bullshit Claudio.
Ospreay as he springs to the top elbow strike, takes down Castagnoli. Cover again. As Rick Knox is just a
No, that's really it, because they kind of always and never have settled things.
Oscutter attempted Castagnoli.
To the back of the head, that was rough.
Cover 2.
And you had to think if Tony Schiavone saw it coming, Castagnoli did as well. Hold on.
Now Ospreay the roll up 2. Didn't have both legs collected, allowed Castagnoli to kick out.
And the haircut is a choice. Yeah, no, it's a. So I'm saying, like, it's the complete inverse of Fletcher. Fletcher shaved his head, I mean, nothing like him, and this feels like Ospreay trying to show we're more alike than you think.
Coming up later this month, live from the Edition
But it doesn't.
Financial Arena
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like
And you
it
can
on
join
you.
us on Thriller TV. On
Feel
the
rude
big
saying that.
scan, that QR code at the bottom of
It's
your
like his
screen for
call, you know?
December 28th, World's End, live on pay-per-view, where we will see the semifinals and the final round of the 2024 Continental Classic.
Guys, I want to tell you, it takes an athlete the size and ability of Claudio to be able to fend off that opening assault from Will Ospreay. Now, many men could have done that.
Certainly no feeling out process here.
And Nigel, you brought up the fact that Kyle Fletcher scored a pinfall victory over Will Ospreay at Full Gear last month, and in doing so, damaged the neck of Will Ospreay. Ospreay came into his first tournament match with Juice Robinson 10 days ago with that neck, that left arm heavily taped up. That tape.
Wow, that was only 10 days ago?
Like to linger.
They certainly do, but be that as it may, the tape not there now, so whether that could be that his neck is healed or perhaps he doesn't want to draw attention to it when he's in there with a man as erudite and
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
educated and cerebral, if you will.
No, Pierre, definitely. Kyle Fletcher has long since, I feel like, shown he has the potential. I'm glad that it's just being able to be showcased at this level this early. Oh, all right. Oh, very slick. Yeah, I don't like it. No, When I see him from the front here, I don't like the hair.
Creativity by the aerial assassin, but Castagnoli
Not so savvy.
You dials here.
just driving.
Yeah, no, I feel like going no, because then if he goes full brunette, he looks too much like Fletcher.
Fletcher, ever since defeating Ospreay, it really has gone from strength to strength, and who can forget what a huge moment it was defeating arguably the tournament favorite in Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah, that was this past Saturday at Collision.
What are we thinking here?
To 9 points in the blue leg as the giant swing into the steps. As you see Ospreay clutching that left shoulder, trying to restore some feeling in that left arm of his.
Oh, absolutely, again. I think they know that, and they're fine with that, but this is more so to help establish Kyle Fletcher is more than just that in the eyes of a lot of fans.
Growing more and more of his fans, or
Not at all. No, the Tiger Driver 91, so long as people who know what they're doing and are confident in doing it are the ones in executing it, then I think any move is relatively safe.
Left wrist going to break it. That left arm completely trapped in the steps, and Castagnoli to
And when I say relatively, I mean about as safe as it can stand to be.
other than the wrist, you break a finger or two, there's no way you can complete
And not for no. Oh, okay. Got out of the way. That was.
thank goodness
That's
he
wrong.
very nearly.
And not for nothing, but I feel like Kenny Omega is the only one who, in AEW at least, who has sold it in a way that could have convinced me it wasn't safe enough to be used.
Fletcher to the apron. As Kyle
Like, I just find it in the same. Caught him with the diving. Oh, damn, this is rough for Ospreay.
cover, the leg hook. Ospreay able to kick out both men. Claudio
And
Castagnoli.
then you were saying you're trained and break your neck on a suplex. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Is like it's just like obviously certain professionals are just not as suited to do certain things as others. You know, you can't. Not everybody's going to be safe in taking a poison rana, which means that everybody should be taking a poison rana. You know.
That's a great call, Nigel. Dream match after dream match after dream match we've had here because of the talent that we have and still to come tonight.
You know, like I follow. Like the shooting star press was once too dangerous for people to be doing. A standard pile driver was once too dangerous to be doing. Now we have people doing backflips into getting pile driven. We got people's arms being held up when they're getting pile driven. You know, like a jump variant, a spinning variant. Yeah.
putting pressure on Castagnoli's back as well as Ospreay's just not quite.
That's what I was saying earlier. And it's like wrestling has evolved so much, y'all.
He will face MJF and Mariah May, one of the meanest.
You know, genuinely the freakiest of
The
accents.
greatest AEW
Yeah.
champion
Yes.
of all time.
Of course, it's all leading to World's End, Saturday, September 28th at the Edition Arena in Orlando.
Will sold it better than anyone not named Kenny Omega. Yeah. Yeah.
Counters.
Also true.
Over into the crossface.
Claudio's so smooth.
The way he hit the ground and just fell slumped over to the side, like the way he just made his body go limp.
Across the back of his opponent, making it difficult for Ospreay to not only move but also breathe.
How about over nothing like Cole's ankle and the tons of ACL? Yeah,
Trying to fight out of it. That
it's really big moves.
Claudio Castagnoli.
You know,
Almost unparalleled in the AEW
Big
locker
time.
room.
Yeah, no question about it.
No worries, David. We're only the second match now.
Natural almost.
Check out.
Roll up there by Ospreay.
I'm sure some of the other
Castagnoli
check
to abandon ship,
can
and now Claudio
get you more informed. So he's going to turn it right back over.
trying to maneuver Will Ospreay into a sharpshooter, and he does
Nice.
successfully.
Nice.
The smoothness of the offense of Claudio.
A true student of the game, Claudio Castagnoli, I'm sure, would have got that from legendary superstar Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, that
Deep now.
Adam Cole's ankle break is just so damning.
Castagnoli content not only to punish the neck and spine of Ospreay, but the lower body.
Yeah, no, Billy Kidman had a lot to do with the shooting star, getting the rep it did, but all the same, it's just one of those things.
They are into this, man. This tournament has been something else.
Barely halfway gone as well. Still hanging in
Where
the
he was
back.
just starting to roll over, but
Decision.
Castagnoli, I mean, he's content just to sit here to force Ospreay to work, to expend energy to escape this sharpshooter. Castagnoli continue his climb to the top of the table in the 2024 Continental Classic Gold League, or will Ospreay match Castagnoli 6 points with a victory here tonight?
Yo, look at him baiting Claudio into being a base. Slick.
Swing and
Neuralizer.
corkscrew kick takes Castagnoli off his feet.
Castagnoli able to get some hands up to take away some of the impact, but not enough.
For real.
Foot 5.
Just like, let's just take this back to the 70s really quick.
Will Ospreay, as we saw for much of that picture-in-picture break, Tony, was in the grips of Castagnoli and that sharpshooter. His back, you could see, obviously feeling the effects thereof.
Yeah, I think the story of this match so far is
As the match has gone on, Ospreay's hair has slowly just gone back to normal.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah, I think he should stop trying to make Fletch happen.
Flex Castagnoli, making it difficult, understandably so. And just a reminder, fans, for Continental Classic matches, 3 points for a victory, 1 point for a draw for each man.
Beautiful
0 points
suplex.
for a loss. Each victory, each match is important, but as the tournament progresses, they become more and more vital as Ospreay standing sky twister press. Castagnoli able to kick out.
And a 20-minute time limit to boot.
I wonder if Max will be commercial free. That's what I was wondering, Darth, because that's why I do the whole Nord thing at the beginning of the streams, and why we'll deal with the brief bit of buffering, then so I can get a commercial free experience for the show. I'm not sure if Max is going to be using that same experience, and commercials will just be a cable exclusive thing, or if they'll just do their own Max-based commercials in that time slot. Because if they do it like this, where it just goes splash screen, or they give us full picture-in-picture, well, picture-in-picture in full, rather, then I may just invest in Max, because then that saves me the trouble of having to, strain to damage my internet connection every single time I want to turn the show on. Tier as an ad tier and non-ad tier. I see that. Okay. Stop trying to make Fletch happen is gold. Thank you, Wyatt. I'm so glad someone caught that. I was so sad that it just fell under the radar.
Left, as you call it, just a dead lift, showing his power, not only in his upper body, but his legs.
You can see from your screen, Castagnoli breathing hard there. It's expended a lot of energy, that lactic acid.
I got
I'm
you.
sure, building up in his body now.
Yeah, that's no easy feat to make Claudio Castagnoli heave for breath like that. He is perhaps one of the most well-conditioned athletes in all
Caught
professional
in the boot.
wrestling. But Will Ospreay, the same could be said about him, but Castagnoli continuing to punish Ospreay in the ropes.
I think it speaks to how Ospreay started this match out quickly and perhaps caught Castagnoli off guard. And Castagnoli always to take from
Oh.
second.
Yeah, the headbutt stunning Claudio, but Ospreay a bit stunned by that now, finds his footing on the ropes. Ospreay
The way the crowd was like, what's he going to do as he adjusts his footing? Oh, he's going to adjust to do a dive.
pulls through, but couldn't save him. Claudio with the uppercut.
The crowd, it's just odd to me how the crowd went silent as soon as he caught his balance. And then as he adjusted, they're like, oh, I see it now. Like it was odd, like they forgot to react or something.
Uppercuts to the lifters. Pop your eyes.
Hey,
Many great superstars, Dory Funk Jr. is certainly in the States.
I love Nigel just casually exposing the shoot name.
Ospreay.
And Nigel,
Will about to eat
shit.
Will about to eat shit Fletcher.
On that damaged neck of Ospreay.
Wait, about
The
eat?
entire body shakes.
Today?
In a car wreck.
Let's read it. No, I'm here with this crowd. The odd pause notwithstanding, this has been a fun crowd thus far, and I think it has been a good move to the smaller venues. It has allowed for more intimate, focused AEW fans.
This iron grip over all
Ospreay. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Where he feels like he has the advantage.
It's the little things that just work. True.
Yeah, jarring Ospreay, 3 consecutive uppercuts there. As Castagnoli hits the ropes, Ospreay ducks underneath.
Got him with the Oz cutter. Wow. All right.
Cannot cover him. The hand, the arm.
I love the sight of all the crowd standing up, being like just excited doing things, you know.
Castagnoli, smart, very wisely taking himself out of pinning range from Will Ospreay.
Whatever energy Castagnoli had left in his body, he used it to roll to the outside. Force 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds respite.
And forcing Will Ospreay to expend some energy on the outside, but now Ospreay primed for that hidden blade, charging in.
They were previous. And the other side, it's almost entirely sold out already.
Goes down. Claudio now with
Still in it. Okay. I feel like that would have been nuts if he won off that.
Castagnoli wisely.
Oh, he's going to...
Pressure, that lariat. Claudio Castagnoli, 2 and 3.
He's still in it. He's been won with that lariat a lot lately.
Taking his foot off the gas.
Going for the nerd. Jackknife. Yo, with the leg hook. The way he had him pinned for a 4. Well then. Just stolen it. Yes, for AEW, the move was very good. For the Australian AEW fans, not so much. I'm glad that you were able to get a new seat sorted. I'm glad you were still able to attend the show in general. I'm not sure how far the two venues are from one another, so I'm not sure if it's like more or less travel for you. But what a prick!
But he's made a statement.
Yeah, Castagnoli, of course.
Oh, there may be
Who do I... Go check. Who do I think wins the C2? Daniel Garcia. Yep. All 3 of these guys got 6 points.
Will Ospreay better send Darby Allin a Christmas.
Wait, do they? Yeah, because he got the win over Commander and... Mortis. No, did he? No, Mortis is in the Blue League. I could have swore he's had a 3rd match.
With 3 crucial points on the line next week at Dynamite Holiday Bash, right here on TBS.
Little nod that time from Darby. Looks
You got Fletcher winning. Been used about an hour apart, but I had to travel interstate the other way, so it's not a big deal really to try. Okay, that's dope. I'm glad that it's not of much consequence to you. Thank goodness. Okay, so I was incorrect. That's Darby's only got. For some reason, I thought Darby had already had his 3rd match. Is he gonna face Ricochet this Saturday? Daredevil of Rest.
Gentlemen, please welcome Ricochet.
I fucks with this outfit. Speaking of Ricochet, everybody
You are
looking
1-1 in the Continental
Ricochet.
Classic with an incredible win last week over Commander on Rampage. But tonight, you're taking on Brody King, who's also 1-1 in this tournament. How do you prepare for an opponent like Brody?
Well, Renee, you see, this is why I came to AEW. This scenario right here is why I came to AEW, for the competition. And nothing brings that out quite like the Continental Classic. And tonight your boy got Brody King for the first time ever. You know, he big, he bad, he's scary. He's honestly one of the toughest guys in this whole tournament. But you know one thing he not? He not Ricochet. And although Brody and I, we might be 1-1 right now, but tonight it's me who hold all the cards.
But why are you still in the suit? You're in there, like, literally, bro, we have barely an hour left in the show. If you aren't changing right now, what are you doing?
Backstage, not quite sure who this is. I know exactly.
and everybody here in the arena does as well.
We have not seen this man in the flesh for some time now, but it seems like MJF is here live tonight. And fans, DraftKings
You still can't talk.
AEW. New customers bet $5, get $150 in
Was that bad? I personally was like, I kind of like Ricochet's promos because he just feels like a normal person to me. In his promos, which is so interesting when you see his in-ring wrestling because that's so not normal person-esque. Oh, card. I hope they bring Haas. That would be awesome, but something tells me they're not going to want to do that. Chase promos are rough for me, man. I like the guy, but I can't stand the promos. That was better, but I don't. Very fair. No, to each their own. I can't knock you for that one bit. I shall be right back, y'all. Oh, that's right. We got Matt Cardona at Winner is Coming Rampage this Friday. MVP can, you know what? That's very fair, Jordan.
Please welcome the challenger to the Ring of Honor World Title at Final Battle, Matt Cardona.
Oh, I missed Ray. Welcome back. No worries about the phone dying.
Such an incredible reaction when you showed up here in AEW last week. You say that you're always ready, but given what we just saw, do you feel like you are ready for Chris Jericho?
It is great to be back in AEW. I belong here. And everybody was shocked when I showed up. You know who wasn't shocked? Me. I've been saying it for years. I am always ready. Even says so on the t-shirt. For the past 5 years, I've been busting my ass to reinvent myself. Indie God, Deathmatch King, and at Final Battle, the biggest opportunity of my career versus Chris Jericho. At a Rampage, Jericho and Brian Keith, they laid me out. They sent me a message, and I'm glad they did, because now I know what I'm in store for in New York City. But I'm not going to wait around. So how about this, Brian Keith? This Friday, Rampage, you and I, one-on-one. I say I'm always ready. And
all right.
But are you? And Chris, you better be watching to get a little taste of what's in store for Final Battle.
All right, so Matt Cardona specifically did not want to sign a big contract. He's just preferred the Indies. He's just been he's made more money doing that, so he's done it. So, and I can't knock him if Matt doesn't win. So, yeah, no, I fully have concluded that's not happening. And wrestling politics are all over the place. I get you there. Willie Mack was not pulled from GCW. According to the back and forth that has since been clarified, he's simply been told it's probably best he doesn't go there. So Willie Mack is... If that is the case, then that means Willie Mack technically pulled himself out of the show at the behest of AEW officials. Wasn't updated. No worries, Riga. That situation in particular has been very confusing. Even Fightful had to backtrack on something they've said, which isn't something they tend to do because they really make sure they have their ducks in a row when they report something. And this wasn't a case of them not having said ducks in a row as much as it was said ducks refusing to stay rowed up. Lined up, I would suppose would be the better way to phrase that. I believe Matt Hickman, GC. Matt said the young goal is to go back to WWE. It's the right idea not to sign him for him not to sign with him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. When he's gone on record to say what he's going to do, you can't invest too much in him beyond that. Damn unorganized ducks, right?
Kyle, hold on, man. We don't need to do this. It's like you said a couple weeks ago, this guy's playing us. We look like idiots fighting each other when this Melvin's
still holding my fingers crossed that one of them just immediately gets out of the ring and gets counted out. Chin up, ducks out, and watch for the goose. Yes. With the shade, bro. Please be work. Okay, fade work. Like, please do, like, finger poke of doom style. Mercedes has been quietly. Mercedes has not said anything on tonight's show thus far. But again, literally just as Peter pointed out, it's the top of the hour. Still got an hour of the show. Although we are only just now getting into our third match. This concerns me, because I want the main event to get some time. No real reason.
Before MJF could do the same to Adam Cole, which you knew was coming. You knew was coming.
Any excuse for Adam Cole.
If MJF opened up his heart to Adam Cole, it was a black heart, and you know that as well as anybody else.
Also, welcome in later. I don't think I've only welcomed you in. Hope your day has been good to you. Mercedes.
to hold as O'Reilly transitions over lifetime. These two men have met on 16 occasions.
And then sure enough, here we are doing the wrestles. Okay, so this is going to be a full-on match. I get it. This is a chance to have these two actually wrestle. And AEW isn't the place for antics like that, but I do think that in this instance, to one-up MJF in his intent to get these longtime friends to go to war against one another just for a chance to face him, I feel like the way to get a one-up on MJF is to just deceive him into thinking that he's getting what he wants and he isn't. Yeah, I got a quote. Yes, absolutely. Yo, love that. Yeah, and for the quotes channel on the Discord, unless I mean it's been a while since I've changed this, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But I do believe anybody can type in quotes there. Obviously, you see how I edit the messages together. I compile them. But and sometimes quotes don't always make the cut, so to say. But feel free to throw anything in there that any of y'all think is quotable. I don't care what anybody says. Feel dirty saying that. No, I get it, Jordan. I think that's the struggle with this whole situation, right? This MJF Adam Cole thing, because they are intent on going back to it for reasons I understand. Because AEW is very big on the continuity, and in 2022 to 2024 to early 2024, they kind of got away from that. It feels like they're intent on getting back to that for better or worse. This is one of the latter attempts. Because they're trying to course correct a story that has the roles reversed. So I can understand why people feel like don't really care about it, and I understand even more so people feeling bad about admitting that, because it's Adam Cole, it's the Undisputed Kingdom, it's MJF. These are all great talent that a lot of us are genuine fans of and want to see do great things. So to be like, I'm not interested in the thing they're doing feels dirty. I feel you did. But yeah, no worries. I think a lot of fans get it. That's one of the reasons why I've really become a big fan of Blue Sky, because it's really curating a space for wrestling fans to be genuinely engaged with one another and can have nuanced conversation without it, devolving into the worst possible denominator, I can understand people not caring anymore. When Max face each other in the ring and get in the world, and I think, oh yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm in between both. I really want it to work. I can buy into the whole, Adam was the good guy who kind of gave into too many bad decisions for the sake of getting back at the bad guy.
In Ring of Honor, both as challengers for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship and adversaries for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Referee Paul Turner, he was on hand for many of those clashes. So interesting.
Nice measured shot there from Kyle.
Mental standpoint to have Turner being the third man in the ring here.
They're live for their all-in match, and the crowd was wild. The World's End match might be the tour. Oof. That's pain. Personally, I don't think, because again, to Riga's point earlier, the bell will freaking ring, and they're going to have an awesome match. Now, the story leading up to it will probably mean that it won't be as interesting beforehand like it was at All In. There was a lot more intrigue around that whole situation. Here, not so much. So even if the match from a work rate standpoint is better, people might not like it as much just because it doesn't resonate with them as much.
With Cole transitioning to his feet. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly battling one-on-one here tonight live on Dynamite. All for a chance to get their hands on Max.
Nice combo from Kyle there.
World's End coming up on pay-per-view December 28th live from the Edition.
And you see, that's the thing, right? Is like we're writing off Adam here. And not for nothing. I feel like the right decision would be for Adam to get the win here, but I don't think it serves very well to the story to have him run through all his friends when it's so very obvious. But maybe there's an underlying story that will be told on the other side of the MJF match. You know, look at what you did. Look at what lengths you went to get revenge you didn't need to get. Nice. I love him reversing it into that Ushigoroshi. One of my favorite things might be when someone sets up their opponent for a suplex and then gets suplexed because they were also effectively set up for it. Likewise, you know, a variant of that with the Ushigoroshi. Did not drop him down to a knee. I think that's might be what he wanted. Oh, he shot for that leg one too many times. You know who in the face and the heel of the story in Adam and Max. Yeah, they're trying to gray elements it, and I think that can work. But right now, I feel like they've made Adam a little too. They've made the roles currently a little too, like, overt. You know, I feel like we could stand to make Adam Cole come off a little bit more heelish, and we could stand to make MJF come off a little bit more sympathetic. Rough. But MJF is, like, gone back to full nuclear heel. Damn it. Well, it was just the one kick. So I can understand him not selling it all that much. It's not like his leg has been targeted several times over. So I can get him not selling. Like, it's a damaged limb. Sometimes it does just take one move to really mess up a limb, but I feel like there will be much more emphasis on that when it happens. And then right into the Juji Katami. Yep. Oh, okay. Got the S-hook. I was like, how's he going to get out of this? Oh. Beautiful transition. I thought he was going to go for the leg trap Juji Katami, and he just transitioned fully into the ankle lock because it seemed like Adam anticipated that. Tried to go with the pressure. Adam Cole is an underrated wrestler, an overrated wrestler. Underrated wrestler. I think that a lot of people who feel like he isn't that special don't look at the more nuanced elements of in-ring pro wrestling. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Enjoy wrestling how you want to enjoy it. You know, I don't want to be that guy who's like, you don't even care about the finer details and the grapples. But it is something that I think is more. Adam Cole is a bit more of an acquired taste, I think, would be a good way to put it. So I can see why some people would think he's, you know, too bland or something along those lines. One of the criticisms I hate hearing the most is how small he is, because first off, he ain't even that small. People try to shit on his physique all the time for no good reason. I think that the type of wrestler he is lends itself to his physique very well. Got him with the Panama Sunrise. Bro isn't even flat on the ground. Bro, that's exactly Excalibur just put it. It's nice. Beautiful how he just fell into grabbing it. Care if Adam is too strong. There are so many smaller wrestlers in pro wrestling than Adam Cole that have been, like, booked stronger from an in-ring perspective and in general. I need a long hair, Kyle. Yeah, I didn't think I'd miss it this much until he got the haircut. When he got the haircut, I was like, maybe it'll grow on me, and it didn't. Nor on him, he kept it that length. No, he didn't get pinned after the Panama Sunrise. Adam Cole postured and took down the knee pad and set up for the boom knee strike. But as he went to go start running, Kyle swept his leg into an ankle lock again because he had enough time to recover.
O'Reilly's out on his feet. O'Reilly in trouble here as referee Paul Turner Checking on Kyle O'Reilly, clearly dazed.
Gotta make sure that O'Reilly can adequately
Fair
intelligently
point, Rika,
defend
because
himself.
I've seen those
If
things
throws
too.
this
I've
match
seen
out,
there are still elements of ring rust to shake off. To come back at this level is pretty intense. This fucker. Bitch!
Loaded up, but so was the boot of Adam Cole, but O'Reilly.
Classic with the schoolboy.
Oh, I thought it cost him.
And now O'Reilly catching the super kick.
Oh my gosh, once more. Oh, we got him with the small package. That arm's trapped into everything. Got him with it. Yeah, as soon as I saw how the arm was trapped inside, like, there is no getting out of that.
Exactly what MJF sought to prevent. Adam Cole getting the shot, as you said, at MJF at World's End on December 28th.
Nice small package. No, for real. I dig it. It wasn't the classical execution of it, but the way he had him trapped, yeah. And the Dynamite Diamond Ring on him. Finally got a graphic to work with. That.
As Adam Cole, MJF is now official for World's End on Saturday, December 28th from the Addition Financial Arena in Orlando, Florida.
not the outcome MJF wanted. Might be able to proverbially say he's going to have coal in his stocking this Christmas.
MJF doesn't celebrate Christmas.
The holidays.
Boom.
But right now, look at Adam Cole. He does not want this rivalry with MJF, this animosity with MJF to come
Nah, he said no.
O'Reilly, but it seems like things, what happened to Roderick Strong, this falling out between Adam Cole is too much to mend, at least for now.
Okay. Oh, this. Has anyone seen a schoolboy ever do what? My. Nigel is, he's almost too good of a heel sometimes. Indeed we do. We have 2 matches. 45 minutes for him. Well, I might get an overrun.
Well, we heard the challenge made by Jon Moxley earlier tonight, and Tony Khan has made it official for World's End on Saturday, December 28th. Jon Moxley defends his AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page, Orange Cassidy, and Jay White. And Orange Cassidy got a huge assist from FTR this past Saturday on Collision.
Oh, I think they said call it schoolboy because, like, you learn one of the first pins you learn in wrestling school kind of thing. But I wouldn't know.
The most important shows, one of the most meaningful shows that we'll ever be a part of. Hurricane Helene hit Asheville, it hit the western North Carolina area, and it washed away cities, it washed away towns, it washed away communities. And now, with the help of you, with the help of AEW, with the help of Fight for the Fallen, we get to help build Asheville back up from the ground
Top
up.
guys.
Nothing is going to stop North Carolina come hell or high water.
And you know, January 1st might go down as the biggest night in AEW television history because for the first time ever, Dynamite will be simulcasted from TBS and streaming on Max. For the first time ever, AEW comes to Asheville, North Carolina, and for the first time in 5 years, we're bringing pro wrestling back to our city. And a big event needs a big match. So what I suggest is FTR shows up January 1st, we put our names in the hat for that big match. But before we get there, we had a little miscommunication last week. And that was with you, Death Riders. Look, I ain't got a problem with you. Cash ain't got a problem with you. But if it's reversed and you got a problem with FTR, this Saturday night on Collision, we'll be in the middle of the ring. Mox, Claudio, Yuta, Pac, show up. Have a conversation with us. We'll see you there. Top guys, out.
Marina is not invited. Damn. Dax like no girls allowed. Out. You know, I really expected it to be a bigger program, but yeah. I feel like they're sitting on that match, and I think they shouldn't. Because AEW has made that mistake in the past where they're like, we'll just keep that match in the champ. We'll just keep that match in the champ. And then they don't have that match anymore because people leave. So I think we need to find a balance of holding things out. Because, like, AEW, you know, they're plenty good at just being like, oh, hey, this match you've always dreamed of, this Friday on Rampage. Like, they'll just throw matches out there left and right. And I think that's when they could have stood to thrown out there and have it evolve into a program based off of a loss. You know, you could even have FTR getting back involved in New Japan. Build a tag title program around that. Now that GYV are champs. High risk to book. No. Tony is still in a it's my baby, I'll book it phase. I get it. As a story writer, I completely get it. You just don't want to, when it's yours, you just don't want to give it, like, there's no one is going to be able to do it like you for better or worse. You know, and when you have a certain vision for something, it's really hard to let that go to a certain extent. And I'm not saying that's the case. That's just the impression I get. That's how it reads to me sometimes, at least in some aspects. He has since built up a booking team. I feel like people don't realize that there's like 6 to 8 people in creative for AEW. That which includes like Bryan Danielson. So there is something. Kind of hope Anna wins next week. Yeah, I get that. Part of me wonders if they're going to have something happen and run the match back 1 week later on Dynamite on 34th Street. So they can have a title change happen on the Dynamite that airs on Christmas. Because it's kind of a old wrestling history thing that they played off of a few years back with, what was it, Battle of the Belts? Cody won the TNT Championship. No, it was Dynamite. I think Julia comes back and eventually beats Monet. Fair. Fuck Battle of the Belts. All my homies hate Battle of the Belts. Kind of want Mara Davis to start building a quick rev on TV. Ooh. Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Davis. A Grand Slam would hit. I'm really curious as to what Grand Slam's going to be, by the way. Because it's been strongly hinted by Tony Khan that it's not going to be a pay-per-view event. But it's taking place on a Saturday. So, is it just going to be like Grand Slam Collision? Is there going to be no Collision and is there going to be a TV special, AEW Grand Slam? I wonder what they end up doing with that, broadcast-wise. No truth, Hex. That show must have had 30-plus championship matches. There were 2 title changes in the show's history. One of them was for a vacant championship.
Going from Washington Heights to the meatpacking district, and I heard about Matt Cardona's challenge to Brian Keith. Matt, apparently you're not happy that we left you laying like a discarded Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action.
I hear you, Rika. That's what I thought too, but
Last week on Rampage,
I was talking a lot with somebody on Moose Guy about it, and
you want to try and send a message?
it really does look like there's a lot of mystery around it.
Taking a bite out of the bad apple?
I'm gonna take a bite out
Max Special? Oh, Darth, you're right.
I guess that's official. Cardona versus Keith on Rampage with Chris Jericho on commentary. But wait, there's more. Tomorrow night on Ring of Honor, available at WatchROH.com. It's going to be you and me, Cardona, for a contract signing, making our match at Final Battle for the Ring of Honor
Sounded so
World
stiff.
Championship official. See? You're getting everything you ever wanted. But be
Take a
careful
bite
what
out
you
of
wish for,
crime.
Matt, because as Mayor Bloomberg said, New York City is a place where potential is realized and where dreams are made. But there's a big difference between dreams and delusion.
It should open the
And you're
crap.
quite delusional, Matt, if you think you're going to walk out of the Hammerstein Ballroom and Final Battle as the new Ring of Honor World Champion.
He's still got Mark Briscoe's
You're not ready for Chris
strap. I
Jericho.
just realized that.
You're not ready for the Nueve, and you're not ready for Brian Keith.
You made a mistake, Cardona. You put your crummy hands on the King of New York, and I'm here to make sure you pay the damn price.
It's a learning tree lesson from us to you, Matt. I'm
Dumbass.
Chris Jericho, and that's been another New York Minute.
Brian Keith is excellent. I can't wait to see him doing things away from Jericho. I don't care if they're solo, with a group, whatever. I just want to see him doing things away from Jericho. It's going to be so much better that way.
Will Ospreay, Claudio, Cassidy,
On pay-per-views and weekends, gigantic matches. You know what? Very fair, Riga. I get that. I'll get one later. What the hell is contract signing on ROH show? Wow, I know, right? We're gonna have a segment on ROH show. Jericho's actually going to appear on ROH for the second week in a row. What if I told y'all I don't think Okada has taken his only loss in this tournament? So I think somehow Beast Mortis is gonna beat him.
AEW have pinned Katsuchika Okada, the Continental Champion.
You can see how much this match has pushed both men.
That is 9 points.
A la Jonah in the G1.
My boy, I need this W. I need this win.
Oh, yeah.
Is on the board. What a fight. It's Darby Allin. Commander. Each man trying to get their first points. Oh, no. Holy smokes. These men are fighting.
Oh, yeah, he really does. He sounds like he's doing, like, an 80s teleprompter read.
Is one of 4 men with 3 points. Well, coming up, Blue League action this Saturday, immediately following NBA action on TNT. Kyle Fletcher.
Yes.
Victory over Okada, the Continental Champion, takes on Mark Briscoe off of his victory over Garcia, the TNT Champion.
This is going to be a fun one.
Week from tonight, Gold League action at Dynamite.
I will say, y'all, though, and I don't have the stream scheduled, which is why it's not indicated, but this Saturday we will be doing a Saturday night's main event watch-along, and we'll be doing a Collision watch party on the Discord after. So do hop on the Discord if you're looking for those WatchMania vibes for Collision still.
Spectacular car crash. And my question is, do
Follow
you
me,
think
we'll be
the
right back
efforts
at it
of
with Christmas
Jon
Collision.
Moxley and the Death Riders have failed, and if so, is the quest over?
The quest is never over, Tony. You know, when I think of Jon Moxley and the Death Riders and what they're doing in this place, is they're slowly chipping away at everything that makes AEW AEW. I saw them put Bryan Danielson's neck in a chair at Wrestle Dream and essentially end his career. And when I think of that, I think of a guy like Bryan that was the backbone of this place. And I get why the young guys here don't want to get involved. Because for many, this is the first time that they've ever made a living off of pro wrestling.
Right.
But the problem is, if they don't do anything about it, it's going to keep happening. People think I'm a little reckless, a little impulsive.
Yeah, sure.
This doesn't bother me, Tony. The blood, the violence doesn't bother me. What bothers me is if nobody does anything about it.
And all this is going on, Darby, during the Continental Classic, which is without a doubt
No
the most
real
important time of the
hex.
year for this company.
You know, when I think of the Continental Classic, I think it's everything that's right with AEW. People going out there and putting everything on the line. Why? For the love of the game, the love of AEW. I need to win this tournament because I feel like it represents AEW. I think it represents the passion of AEW. And I'm not stupid. There's going to be collateral damage along the way.
Just killed himself in that match for no reason.
AEW needs to be saved. But he fails to remember that this is the company that gave his career a second shot.
He really actually busted his lip there.
Go on his own terms. This is the company
That's
took a
real
chance
blood
on
that just
me.
dried on his lip.
See, he keeps telling himself all these lies again and again and again. But nothing fools you better than the lies you tell yourself, John.
Well, Darby Allin, some strong words for AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, but he has to be
Or
focused on
self-mutilation.
when they meet one-on-one. 1 week from tonight, Washington, D.C. Continental Classic, Gold League action, live, 8/7 Central on TBS.
Yeah, I was not ready for that car crash, but yeah, it's just kind of... Yeah, the fact that he does his own stunts, like all of these things, is just so nuts to me. What are we saying about that?
Excalibur, I'd like to just put a wrap on Darby Allin. I've never met anybody like him in my life in this sport. I mean, we all think he's reckless, he's crazy. He's nothing like that.
It says everybody down and watch for the... It says everybody down and watch for the Ricochet.
Great leaders in AEW, to be honest with you. That's the deceiving thing about Darby Allin. If you only know him inside the ring. He's a completely different person outside. Very thoughtful, very introspective. But right now, we continue with the Continental Classic Gold League action. Nigel McGuinness, we are just moments away from a potential three-way tie at the top of the table in the Gold League.
Right, Castagnoli and Will Ospreay sitting at 6 points now.
Yes, sir. I'm so happy that the women's world championship is yet again mating.
And his opponent, honoring the House of Black, weighing 285 pounds.
Thank you for the phonetic spelling of that, then. Oh yeah, AEW themes rarely miss.
Could say was robbed of 3 additional points in the Continental Classic by Claudio Castagnoli, but he can't afford to look back. He has to keep.
Yeah, he's got his mask. Brody can't get his ski mask. Can't wait for the crowd to get going. Let's see, AEW Rookie of the Year. She was. She just finally completed her AEW Rookie Year at Full Gear. Legitimately, at Full Gear last year, she was just watching the Women's World Championship match after her intro promo like a week or 2 prior. In 9 months, from joining the company to winning the World Championship on their biggest stage. And it's not like she came in like, oh, here's Stardom megastar Mariah May. No, she came in and they were like, yeah, she did some stuff elsewhere. She's here now, though. Let's see how she does. Mariah is rookie wrestler? No, in her AEW Rookie Year. That's what that's the way of saying like her first year in the company. But she absolutely is not a rookie to pro wrestling. She's been wrestling, I believe, since 2018. I could be wrong. That might be Mina.
But we did see a card in his hand earlier. He said, I hold all the cards, and I'm sure you guys could read that card as well as me.
Yeah, that was MVP's card from the Hurt Syndicate that he gave to Ricochet. And MVP, he's been very open about
over the top. Nice.
here in AEW. Of course,
Did not budge one bit from the chop. All right.
he said MVP in the press
The
that
ropes.
he's open to adding
Forward
to
roll.
the Hurt Syndicate. But right now,
All right, got him that time.
Ricochet taking down Brody King.
Moved the big man.
Bandera sends Ricochet up and over the top. Shoulder to the midsection by Ricochet. And Zigiri staggers the big man.
This matchup, a classic clash of styles. The high
Dove into a brick wall. That'll happen when you do that.
Brody just maneuvering Ricochet to the outside. And Nigel, we mentioned that the winner of the the winner and the runner-up of their respective leagues will meet in the semifinals of the Continental Classic. That will happen at World's End.
Agreed, Darthor. He definitely has world championship material. I have been, in recent years, I have kind of come to the conclusion, though, that the world championship doesn't need to go to as many of my favorites as I once thought, you know? For example, if we were talking about Brody King going into a Hall of Fame and he was never a world champion, I don't think I'd be all that surprised. And that's not a knock on him. It's just how pro wrestling goes. Man, it was hurt so bad. It's just like, can I just stop now?
irascible, fearsome, almost insurmountable.
As Brody King, the cross body against the barricade. Ricochet with no
Ricochet's selling is magnificent.
with the action and picture. Don't go anywhere.
King heavily
That's a shout. Have an excellent TNT title run.
Malachi Black.
That's the way to go.
Sure, every one of those tattoos means something. Do you have any tattoos, Excalibur?
I do not, Nigel.
I know you do, Tony.
Yes, I have a number of them. Thank you very much.
Is your wife still mad about the one on the back of your neck?
What?
He got a barcode. He's been trying to redeem himself ever since.
Get over the bald. Right, it's been a few weeks now, but I'm sorry, bald forever is just so disrespectful.
On the throat of Ricochet. We see at the bottom of your screen our main event still to come tonight. AEW Women's World Championship match. Mariah, the champion. Her former friend Mina Shirakawa, the challenger. But right now, Ricochet on very unsteady legs as Brody King battering him.
Right? This tattoo conversation. Are we in picture right now? We must be. Right, you're talking to Tony about his tattoos while Ricochet is getting whooped on.
He's just found himself. He's found his niche. He's found his confidence. He's found an ability.
We are okay.
Push his power, his strength, and make every match into his style.
Yeah, and it's going to take quite a comeback here for Ricochet to get back into this, to be honest with you.
Tony, you've seen some of the biggest or the best big men in the history of this sport. Who does this man remind you of?
Wow, there's a lot about him, and I guess it's maybe...
Yes, Ricochet. The thing with that is I do think they got to pace out the big surprises with such a thing accordingly. I think the first 2 challenges maybe have it be answered by somebody active in the company. So it's like, oh, this person, but it's not like this big returner debut. Save that for maybe like week 4 or 5 of that. Because then that really subverts expectation. You really set the tone and for you to then blow that standard out of the water. While also setting the precedent that's an exception, not the rule. Needs to be here tonight, honestly. I feel like she has to be here at the end of the show. I'm hoping so, Pierre. But how? In what form? We see. I can hear that. Next, I think we have Bandito back by World's End. But it's possible they're going to reserve his return for Fight for the Fallen.
Spoke a little bit about his lack of singles success. We'll touch more on that in a moment because Brody King.
Okay. The way he just bounced right back into Brody, and I believe this angle means we're back. Yep. We keep saying it might be Claudio, it might be a guest appearance. You always get to prove. Who you'll have to see shows it. Yes. Agreed. And spring. Oh, went for the back up. Oh! Oh!
He told Ricochet, bring it. Ricochet did, and that's what he got for his
Brody, the cover, the lateral press. Ricochet kicking out. And Nigel, Tony, you were talking about Brody's success.
Unrelated. I really hope Josh didn't say. He'd be a good addition to the roster. But I do find myself leaning a bit more into the less signings, more focus camp. But I do know Josh Alexander could fit very well in the AEW environment, particularly like the Ring of Honor environment. Shay. Dude. Yeah, it does feel like Ricochet is going to sneak out a win somehow. Brody is in a position of really needing this win now because he can kind of take back over that bracket leader spot after Claudio took his loss earlier tonight. But Ricochet getting a win here would really make it that much more anybody's block. Let's save a commander. I get that. Part of me wonders if he's winning because of the Hurt Syndicate in this match, based on that card earlier. But that felt a little bit too obvious. Kick out at 1 off the springboard 450. Sick. Sick with it.
I was going to say that perhaps Ricochet played a good game, playing rope-a-dope with a more powerful opponent, forcing Brody King to expend energy early in the match. But I take it all back.
Very powerful legs that Brody was getting kicked in the face with. It didn't phase him at all.
As Ricochet, oh, look at that, the kick was chopped down.
Oh.
King, the lariat. Brody King, is he going to take his next 3 points to Ricochet? Able to kick out. And the action
It'd be hilarious if he doesn't know the rules.
tonight with our main event, the AEW Women's
I think that would really kind of look bad on him, though. It's like, wait, what you mean? I gotta pay money for doing this.
friend, Mina Shirakawa. Tonight's Dynamite Winter is coming main event, but right now Brody King looking for the Gonzo bomb. Ricochet counters, roll up 1, 2. Brody able to kick out just barely.
I think it's going to take something like that, a quick, either a strike or a roll-up from Ricochet to get the win.
Oh, that was a step off the rope pump knee.
Oh my God, can he do this?
He's not real, is he?
I know he's got some powerful legs, but no.
That was a powerful elbow.
And the chop likewise delivered from Brody King sends Ricochet back to the corner. Splash in the corner sends Ricochet down to a seated position, and we know what this usually means, Tony.
Yes, we do. It means cannonball run, brother.
Boom! Cannonball on target. Brody King
Oof.
seconds away from his next 3 points. No!
Oh! I thought he had it there.
Somehow able to kick out.
He had that. I'm like crazy. What? Yes, Rico. It's so good.
Decision from Ricochet. I'm not sure if he was aware.
I've recently seen people try to knock the C2 for being something that dominates the programming, and it's like, that's the benefit of it. I do agree that I feel like the stakes could be a little bit higher, you know? If you unified the Continental title into the World Championship, and this was a World Championship event, then all of a sudden, I think that's a lot of fun.
To kick out after the next salvo from Brody King. The chop to the chest as Ricochet stunned in the ropes. Maybe I spoke too soon. Ricochet perhaps playing possum, battering down on the spine of Brody King.
Got the fighter's spirit, the fighter's attitude, no doubt.
Is Ricochet looking for the power?
Got it. Okay. Oh, that pad came off. That's...
Drives down Brody King and Ricochet. Ascending to the top. Ricochet with 3 points in sight.
Float! Oh, what? Personally, I was thinking, I was one step further. The World Championship be what's on the line, not a shot at it. I do think a shot at it would work just fine. But yeah.
There's no pad there as Brody King was desperately over to the top turnbuckle pad.
As you see the next challenger for the World Champion, World Title for the World Title match. But I do dig that because
Look at Brody just absorbed the contact, or did he? Maybe stagger.
because I think the thing that can muddy it a bit is the championship floating around outside of the tournament.
And now Brody King just easily hoisting Ricochet up to the ropes.
He wanted it earlier. Oh, but you can see there Ricochet building up the...
Oh.
Turnbuckle's exposed. Brody King may be out on his feet.
Yeah, he's going to fall. He's going to fall. For sure now.
Again. Oh, he did it a second time. He was like, you know what? I might as well.
The head hitting the unexposed turnbuckle.
Kind of book your next week, even though we're only have a new European shape of the tournament working. I mean, I hear you. It's not a bad shout. Oh, that was more Hidden Blade-esque.
Look at it, still moving after that spirit gun.
Well, Ricochet remembers the kick out from one earlier on. Wants to make sure.
As Ricochet, 2 in a row, makes the cover. And makes it through.
Well then. Well.
That was an incredible effort by Ricochet. Incredible effort. He had his tail beaten most of the match.
He really did. Look at the welts on his chest.
At the top of the table with Claudio Castagnoli and Will Ospreay.
Well, he just got a bit more interesting, right? This Gold League. Look at this. 3 people with 6 points now.
With 6 points apiece.
Ooh, because we got this Ricochet Ospreay rematch in the bag, right? Who's winning that? We got Claudio up against Commander. Oh, that's an easy dub for him. He's at least getting 9. And then Claudio versus Darby.
Good evening, everybody. We are your AEW Tag Team Champions, Private Party! And welcome to the Vault.
And what happens in the vault stays in the vault.
Oh, winter is coming. You know what that means, right?
Tell him.
Santa is on his way.
Oh, Santa is definitely on his way. You know why? Because I actually...
Leo, this looks interesting here.
Yeah, it's the vault.
Look at this.
Y'all let the two of us get some of that.
All you have to do is ask. Come on, man.
I ain't talking about the shots.
We talking about the gold on the table.
And that's what we want from Santa Claus.
Well, let me tell you what I want from Santa Claus.
Tell me.
This year, I want a nice, thick, juicy...
Guys, let's have a little chat.
Oh, Santa came early, I guess.
Actually, yeah.
Shut up, Zay. No.
How many tag team matches have these guys won in order to have a shot at one of these? I think it was 0.
Yo, actually, remind me who got eliminated from the Battle Royal.
Let me think about it. Oh, it was these two.
Wait, I got a perfect solution. How about y'all two face these two this week at Collision, and whoever wins get to face us for these AEW World Tag Team Championships. What do y'all say?
I like what you cooking.
I'm cooking up. I'm cooking.
Yeah, I like it.
Yo, Darius. No hard feelings, right?
Oh? No hard feelings, right?
Thank you, Santa.
Well, we knew Andretti and Leo had something to say, and it was the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Our main event, Mina Shirakawa challenge her former friend, the Glamour, Mariah May, for the AEW.
I hear you, Rick. Weapons can get involved. Personally, I just want them to not be concerned about tags in multi-team matches anymore.
What a big day this is for All Elite Wrestling for the state of Texas. We bring you All In Texas, Globe Life Field. Who's pulled for All In Texas?
We came to bring the AJ Big Justice. We will be here at All In.
You guys are going to be part of history.
We had to show what we are really about. Hey, Bobby, you heard people? I kill people.
Yes.
The countdown is on. Tickets will be officially on sale. And who better to
There's
help us
what's
with
up.
the countdown?
Ryan Danielson. There is nothing that you could do to make me miss All In.
I mean, hey, you could go for a 3-way tag ladder match, but I do feel like ladder matches are a little overdone in AEW at the moment.
With some AEW fans, we're coming right here next year, 2025, at Globe Life and All In. Tickets and exclusive VIP packages are on sale now. Go to AEWTIX.com now for more information.
Same, Pierre. He's my guy. All-time favorite.
Of thousands. AEW's biggest event ever in the United States. This is All In. AEW All In.
Yeah, but ladders to me is like, it's one of those circumstantial weapons, you know? I feel like that's in the same way that I feel like you shouldn't just be able to pull out a trash can in any given moment because it's like a circumstantial weapon. It's a gimmick weapon. It's usually more themed with a stipulation. But I do feel you on giving the high flyers ladders to walk around and make their spots even better with. Yeah, I hear ya. But yes, I shall be right back, y'all, before the main event. Fire me some water. And I'm back. We better be an overrun. Agreed. Like, this is... Do not give us a 10-minute main event. That's what always bothered me about the women's matches main eventing, because they're typically given less time than a men's main event would. Than a men's main event would get. Hell yeah. Y'all selling well. I think they do need to check off a stadium show in the States. Show that this isn't just in the case of having that special international show flair to something. Surely they will. They get overrun 50 weeks out of the year, you know? If this isn't one of them, I think we have a right to riot.
1 week from today, the TBS champion Mercedes Moné will
Safely
defend
from our
the
mobile
title
devices and social
against
media, of
Anna
course.
Jay. Now please welcome the challenger, Anna Jay. Hi. And now please welcome the TBS champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné.
Kansas City.
So you know what, Lily? Very fair.
Kansas, Renee. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, just say hello to your CEO.
Ladies, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me, and thank you both for agreeing to no physicality. Mercedes, you've now defended the TBS championship 10 times, and today actually marks your 200th day reign as a TBS champion. But before we get into your match against Anna next week on Wednesday, let's talk this Sunday, Long Beach, California, where you're going to be defending your New Japan Strong Women's Championship.
Get your own wardrobe, Mercedes.
You know what, Renee, you are just doing so good today. I am so proud of you. I'm also really proud of Anna Jay. You know, Anna, I have a lot of respect for you. I love all your gutsiness and that you went to Japan to train. I went to Japan too. And I love that you believe in yourself. I think that's just so cute. But you know what? You're only 26 and just getting started. You know, by the time I was 26, I was a 5-time world champion. And now I'm the greatest TBS champion of all time. So next week on a Dynamite, I'm going to show you that there is a price to pay.
On a Dynamite?
Mercedes Moné.
Hold on, you are not going anywhere. We agreed to no physicality, and we also agreed to a face-to-face, so you're going to stay here and listen to what I have to say. Mercedes, you are a living legend, and I admire what you do in the ring, truly. And I'm aware that I'm going into this the underdog, but that's fine. I've been underestimated my whole life, my whole career, and I keep proving people wrong. So go ahead, underestimate me, because when you make the first mistake, I am going to capitalize on it, because all I need is 1, 2, 3 seconds to shock the world and become the new TBS champion.
How many defenses did you get, Rhea? You know I was thinking the same thing. How dare you?
With a championship reign of cutthroat chaos.
I'm a complicated woman.
When Mina returned to recapture the past, it was already gone. We've seen smashed bottles, broken tables, crashed sets, bruised heads, black eyes, bloody kisses, and we've only just begun.
How could I not give her a chance at everything she's ever...
No, Anna's been in the company since 2020. Since late 2019, in fact. The first time we saw her was in a vignette alongside Wardlow. Where Wardlow beat up Lee Johnson. Who else was it? Someone else, but it was quite the Easter egg promo. We saw it all out 2019. It was kind of fun. Craig's hands anger translator, but I'm your petty translator. Yep. Former Stardom Tag Team Champions with Mariah and May. Yeah. She's number 99, don't you know? Use these. Agreed, X-Kong.
She has style, she has a great smile, great personality, and she is dynamite in the ring, if I can use that term. Now, I don't think she's a backstabber like the next lady.
And her opponent, from London, England, she is the reigning and defending AEW Women's World.
The way the title matches her gear so well. World champion. Pierre, we know. We know that she's won more titles. Rhea was merely quoting what Mercedes had just said in the promo, where she said by the time she was 26, she had won 5, which was an accurate quote. And by that point, she had also not defended any of the titles any of the times because she was booked very poorly throughout those title reigns for the sake of a hot potato situation. Sorry, I got a quick. What happened in like the last 10-ish minutes? No worries. So we just had face-to-face backstage between Mercedes and Anna, which I think Anna kind of got the better of. And before that, trying to remember what had happened after the match. There's no sense of time. Oh, we scrap it. Yeah, I didn't understand what she was talking about before bringing her 6 times. Yeah. All good. Just attacking that. Are we scrapping? Big scrap. Spence, how many kisses before the end of the show? Bare minimum 1. Yeah, I'm sticking with just 1. It's possible for 2, but I'm locking at 1. Oh, cool. Really appreciate it. You're welcome, my friend.
Historically speaking, they have only met one-on-one previously on a single occasion. It was Mariah May that took the victory that night. It was the 2023 5-Star Grand Prix, Stardom's annual round-robin tournament, akin to their version of the Continental Classic. Mariah got the victory, but now Mina Shirakawa looking to neutralize that height advantage.
Immediately to the ropes, very slick. Oh! Oh my God! Why would you all fall like that? That was a horrible tumble. My only thing is it didn't quite look like she landed on that leg. Yep, baited her in. Yeah, you saw it too. I think the same line of thinking because it's like, all right, Aubrey wasn't too all over her. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, wait, she didn't land on that leg. Had Rhett do tonight.
We heard from Thunder Rosa as well that says she has a victory over both champion and challenger and is waiting in for the wings for whoever leaves tonight.
Did you get the She said she was going to be here last week, and I was like, can you not be?
With that beautiful, statuesque, demure superstar, Mariah May, a once-in-a-generation star. Who does it better?
I'm with you there, Riga. We have 2 Dynamites after this to build to that point. I mean, I say that like they can't build on Rampage and Collision. They definitely can, but yeah, with 2 weeks to set that up, I'm not sure about that one. I'm not so sure if she's working or not. This knee situation. That was not the knee that she was selling before. Mina has other engagements with Rosa isn't blow. She just doesn't have the steam rolling for her right now. You know, like I feel like she needs a little bit more build to get to that point.
Well, Mina Shirakawa, if this is what Mariah May wanted, she is getting all of it. Mina Shirakawa very clearly coming into this match with a game plan and thus far executing it quite well.
I think that's a good idea, Ray.
Oh, knee breaker.
The champion did her best to fight off to make sure that Shirakawa couldn't lift her high enough to get a lot of momentum. There's almost so much damage done to now both knees of the champion.
Listen to fans chant Mina, getting behind Mina Shirakawa.
A sadistic lot for sure.
Hashtag we want Mina in full effect here. What a move. But Mariah May changes the complexion of the match in the blink of an eye, snapping off that backdrop suplex.
Look at this, would you? Didn't even try to make a cover.
Yeah, and Nigel, how is
Oh my gosh, Count Aubrey. She's just mauling her.
Mina Shirakawa is the full mount, the closed fists, the illegal punches from Mariah May.
Forcing Shirakawa to show a little bit of fight, but by the looks of things, Challenger doesn't have much as the champion here. Look how elegant and statuesque she is. I mean, truly, as I talked about, she's got the looks of a James Mansfield, the in-ring ability of a Judy Grable, and maybe, dare I say,
The way she threw it back.
eloquence of a Molly Brown, equally unsinkable.
Well, by the way, Jane Mansfield was beheaded.
Oh, it looked like she was going to try and catch the kick.
Cover here, 1, 2. Is Mina?
You're confusing her with one of Henry VIII's wives, which is about on par.
Are they doing the Titan thing?
You're only off by 300 years.
Mariah May hearing it from the
Yep, they are.
Kansas City faithful here as to the midsection. Mariah battering down Mina Shirakawa. Nigel, I'm a bit confused. I thought Christian Cage was the light of your life.
Nigel is something else. I'll tell you what.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite. Our main event well underway. We are looking to decide the AEW Women's World Championship. Mariah May, the champion, trying to fend off the challenge by her former friend, Mina Shirakawa. Those big right hands, and now the kiss to the side of the head.
Was that a kiss? It didn't look like it, but they're calling it, so I guess there's one.
And we're at the top of the hour, like we said. We're going to stay with this. This is a world title bout with Thunder Rosa watching on.
Former AEW Women's World Champion Thunder Rosa looking on, enjoying the action tonight in our main event. And you know the winner here tonight would love to head into World's End coming up on Saturday, December 28th as AEW Women's World Champion. And you can see all of the action on Triller TV. Just scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen to join us on Saturday, December 28th for World's End.
These ladies are slugging it out, man.
Now, we knew that this match was going to be physical, but Mariah May with the height advantage, the reach advantage, seemingly overpowering Mina, but Mina rolling elbow strike.
Caught her with the headbutt. Didn't catch her hard enough with the headbutt. Got it with the Hurricane.
That adrenaline rush from Mina Shirakawa allowed her to land the back fist, Nigel, but not to capitalize.
Afterwards, the energy tank almost empty as now the challenger first to her feet. But the proud,
No, agreed. Both of their gear is on point.
even courageous Mariah May joining her.
Mina Shirakawa up to her feet, poised to strike. Drop kick to the back of the knee.
Vicious.
That save knee.
Strategy. We saw that figure 4 applied in the early stages of this match. Mina once again going back to that game plan. Backdrop suplex puts down the champion. Mina recover. The leg is hooked. And Mariah May remains AEW Women's World Champion.
Someone up to the middle rope.
Out of the corner. As now Mariah looking to close that distance. The running knee strike. No, Mina.
Caught her with another Hurricane. Still up, though. Nice.
Drives the champion down. Mina, the cover. 2. Was not a great cover in my estimation, Nigel.
Well, after focusing on the legs, now changing a strategy to the neck, perhaps setting up for the glamorous driver. Reverse DDT bomb. This will do more damage.
DDT with Mariah's feet elevated in the ropes.
A little too close to the ropes there.
And Mariah.
Oh, thank God.
That was ring awareness.
A Christmas miracle.
Mariah May, you did not become AEW Women's World Champion by accident, showing.
Right? You saw that?
Awareness, as Tony just said. And maybe a handful of time. Oh, the knee! Right down the middle. And Mariah again on target.
Really, 2 shots. You're right, Excalibur, on target. Look at this.
Mina up on the shoulders.
Oh.
The cover.
They're with Mayday. Still in it.
Shirakawa still alive in our main event.
I think Mariah was doing a little bit of celebrating during that cover.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Did not work.
We're in trouble here. Come on, Mariah.
Mariah May, the champion, struggling to her feet, struggling to put weight on that left leg.
England loves you.
As now once again, Mina
Going for it again?
perhaps no. Crucifix.
Oh.
Mina lost control, but now she has the pin. And
No. Damn.
as Shirakawa
It is.
on the gas here. Up to
Oh, yeah, no, this crowd is here for this match, and I'm so happy they are.
Mina
Diving Sling Blade.
off the ropes. And now that glamorous driver, Mina, perhaps. It all begins in that
Oh, yeah.
DDT position.
We go for this
Mina's got her
vertigo.
hooked. Mina's got her up. Yes. And Mina drops her down.
There we go. Still in it.
Wow, what an escape by the champion. Give her credit.
Shirakawa, though, continues to apply pressure as Mariah May lands the headbutt. Mina's dazed and
Oh, my God.
wow. Mina driven down.
Every single fucking time. I know what the move is, and every single time. That one looked especially vicious. It's getting shorter and shorter. That being the pile driver. It's like a snap short pile driver, you know?
Thunder Rosa does not think so.
A very blitzing
Whew.
statement from the former AEW Women's Champion.
Follow dreams. Timeless no more.
It's the real Tony Storm. I can't believe what I'm seeing. He listened to the fans.
She has now been heard from again. Yeah. I want my money exactly. Look at it. The old theme and everything. As soon as it hit, I knew who it was, too. I appreciate that theme. Oh, excellent. Excellent. I knew she wasn't going to exactly be the timeless we'd seen before, but I wasn't sure what it was going to be. That's awesome. Yo, that was awesome. Ooh. Yeah, all right. And that kind of steps on Thunder Rosa as well, which I think is funny because we can lead back to the Thunder Rosa, Tony Storm stuff that we never actually got to. Since Thunder Rosa had that injury that took her out. Tony Storm became an interim women's world champion, then became the official champion after the fact because she had to relinquish it. And, all of a sudden, Thunder Rosa makes sense being here. I'm going to say this, y'all, because about 10 minutes ago, I was with a lot of you being like, Thunder, you're kind of just like, here, what, girl, what you doing? No, she is important. She's an important role here, and I hope they do not squander the potential because there's a lot of intrigue with Tony Storm, especially now that Tony Storm isn't timeless. because she can get back to being a more dimensionalized character, less of a caricature and more of a personality. I really dig it. I'm really here for this. Called my shot tonight. Who? But that was Dynamite. Y'all have goosebumps. Yes, this is why I love wrestling. It's just, I feel like The Rock. It's just, but yes, y'all, that has been Dynamite. Thank you so much to everybody who hung out. Dude, and even Goosebumps will get goosebumps. But yes, please do drop a thumbs up before you head on out, if you could be so kind. We're gonna be going next time we're going live here on the channel is going to be Friday for Rampage. Winter is coming. Yes, we do watch Rampage around here, and it is a fantastic time. It's a great way to unwind. Of course, we go live a little bit earlier that day on the secondary channel, WM Network, for my GM mode playthrough, and Saturday, instead of Collision, we will be doing a Saturday night main event watch-along stream here on the YouTube channel, but we're going to be heading over to Discord immediately after that to do a Collision watch party together. It's a little bit different of a vibe. It'll be spoiler free, so if you've watched it beforehand, please don't bring any info. If you want to put off watching Collision for free raw experience, it's pretty awesome. So yeah. That being said, yeah. Oh yes, and of course, Sundays, all Elite Rewinds going back to 2019 to see where AEW started. That's the ending on the day. A good note from me. I'm so happy, Wyatt. I'm glad we could bring you up, even if a little, my friend. Hope tomorrow is kinder to you. But until next time, y'all, take care and happy wrestling. Peace.